Angry guy here. And women are filled with hate and fury because men have abandoned them. Women are filled with hate and fury because men have abandoned them. Guys, look at this comment. So I put out a video. Women are begging the men that they hate to come back and save society. Check out this response from a woman. No, we are not, and we don't hate you. We feel for you. You are a lesser species. And I'm going to assume that this is a simp or a woman or a simp that's in agreement with her, and they say facts. Do you see, guys? Do y'all see this? You are a lesser species. hmm And of course, she's saying this is not hate. This is not hate. How can you say something like this about another human being and then at the same time say that you don't hate them? They don't view us as humans, guys. Check that out. These are her words. They do not view us as human beings. And the craziest part is women seeing me make this video and showing the comments, the exact words that women are using, directing towards us, will be furious. They don't want this video to be seen by men. They don't want it out there because it is exposing what they really think about us, how they really feel about us. And I've said this before. If you were to confront the same woman with this and she were put on blast on X, for example, she would turn around and say, well, obviously I wasn't talking about all men. I'm talking about men who act like lesser species. They try to change it up immediately and say that obviously you're not very intelligent, because what I was trying to say, what I was actually saying is obviously not is not that men were not human beings. Obviously men are human beings, but some men behave like they are lesser species. The way they treat women, like you act like a lesser species because of your misogynistic views. Okay. And then of course, like, there's all the bobbleheads like, yes, yes, exactly. Oh, you're such an idiot, bro. Dude, you need to get off the internet. You need to stop making videos. You need to stop putting out this content. All right. If that's what you believe, that's fine, but you're hurting people with this content. You're hurting people. Okay. You need to leave the internet alone. All right. You need to leave the internet alone. Go do something else. Go find something else to do, but stop putting out this content because it's dangerous. Bro, I'm just showing you comments that women are saying. I'm using your own words. I'm putting out your own words and letting men come to their own conclusion. You see, guys, their evil ways, they're exposing themselves. They cannot hide it anymore. They cannot hide their hate. They cannot hide their resentment. They cannot hide their disgust. I've said it plenty of times. They don't like us and they never will. These people will never like us. Never ever like us. I made a video years ago. She will never love you, and it stays true to today. She can love things that you do for her. She can love certain things about you, certain qualities that you may have. She can love things that you have, but she will never love you for who you are. Okay? The only things that women will ever love in this world unconditionally are children and pets. And even then, that's always not going to be the case. And the men that she will actually ever genuinely love are Chads and Tyrones. Chads, Tyrones, little, Pookie, Ray Ray, Little Poncho. They love Little Poncho. These are the men that they actually love. You know, Men like me and you, we're just the men that they actually need. It's true. It's true. It's completely true. Many of you were shocked when I revealed to you that guys like the Tate, like Andrew and Tristan. These guys are not the men that women love. These are planned These are plan B guys, are plan A guys, because they're high value. So these are guys that are worth hundreds of millions of dollars, have lots of extraordinary amounts of status. So you're millionaires and you're billionaires. These are plan A guys. These are plan A guys. The guys that women actually love, genuinely love, are the guys that don't get these guys don't spend any money on them. They love some broke Chad, Tyrone. They will take your money and spend your money on these men. These men are the guys who get everything right away. You know, they get physical intimacy right away. Women actually buy women actually buy them things. There's a picture of a Tyrone sleeping on an air mattress, and he's got like a PlayStation 5 controller close by, and they basically point out that this woman spent her money to Uber over to his place so that he can like clap the cheeks, and she also brought him like a 6 piece from KFC. All right, and he's there. And it said something like, "Don't worry, King, you could." And he's there sleeping on this air mattress, and it says it was captioned something like, "Don't worry, King, you could do it all over again tomorrow." You know, and these are the men that they love. These are the men that they love. They love the men that don't love them. Because if you are a good man, they don't love you. You're nothing more than a utility to them. And a lot of these men are not even handsome. Okay? They're F boys. That's what they're there for. They're fun. And these are the guys that they love. These are the guys that they will have children with. You know, they'll get married to you, and then they'll have the children of these men. That piece of paper that you get when you get married, that's nothing more than a piece of paper. They don't view it as any more than a piece of paper. What that does is it just signifies stability for them. It's basically a backup for them. So now they have a foundation from where they can build their lives. So they can use that as a foundation to go and get what they want. And what they actually want is not you, but they're going to use you for whatever you have. They're going to secure that alimony. They're going to secure that child support. They're going to secure half your stuff. I had one guy in my chat that said his wife, like his ex-wife, she wanted $500,000 from him and lifetime alimony. She didn't get it. But for a lot of guys, these women, they absolutely do get it. Can you imagine going from a millionaire to completely broke? I had a professor, and he told me his story. He used to own a business, and he was married to this woman, and she had given him like a gift. She had given him some money as a gift at one point, and some nonsense. And basically, the court said that that was like a contribution to the marriage or contribution to his business. And he walked into court, and he basically just like he said he threw like $100,000 on a desk. This was many years ago, like maybe 50 years ago. He's an old dude, and he just basically threw a bag of money down and paid her. And then after he paid her, he said, "This is like this, guys. I want y'all to check this out. This is a man with multiple degrees, PhD, law degree, all kinds of crazy degrees, highly educated. After his ex-wife destroyed his life, he ended up losing the business because, of course, they appraised the value of the business. So, they'll say, well, the business is worth this amount of money. She's supposed to get half of that, right? So basically, he ends up having to take out all of the equity in the business to pay her. He's left with nothing whatsoever while still trying to operate a business now running at a loss. And eventually, he loses the business. He ends up becoming homeless and ends up living in the park. Again, this is a man with a law degree and a PhD, a series of degrees, who is an acclaimed author. Okay, and and a well known and and a tenured university professor. And this was his fate. This was his absolute and utter fate. And this is what happens to men. They mess around and they find out. And of course, women turn around and say, "Oh," and the Sims, "Oh, well, you chose poorly. You chose poorly, bro. I chose a woman who had never been with a man before. I met her in church. We went and got counseling from we got counseling before we got married with the pastor. We literally spent months and months prior to everything. I was very careful. I met her family. Listen, there were signs. Okay, you messed up. You need to take accountability for what you did. Like this is the nature of a simp. This is how simps work. This is how women work in society. They will always blame you. Guys, if you're enjoying the content, help get the channel to 100,000 subscribers by subscribing to the channel if you already haven't, liking the video, and turning on notifications to never miss another video ever again. Women are filled with hate and fury because men have abandoned them. What do you guys think about this? I want to hear your thoughts on this, so let's talk about it in the comments. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA men walking away and chill.